Now we do wrapping for the hamstrings. Now, by and large, wrapping for the hamstrings is similar, just like wrapping for the quadriceps, but there are certain anatomical features you need to keep in mind. Okay, first we do the same thing. We try and minimize the chances of, make sure where the crease is, guys. Ask him to bend the leg, and so there's the crease. Okay, straight back again, and so keep this clear of that crease so that it does not affect his movement. Okay, all right. Now while we are going all the way up here, okay, if you see here, hey, where's the forearm muscle? Oh God! If you see here carefully, the hamstring goes all the way up deep into the hip joint before it gets inserted into the ischial tuberosity. Okay, and therefore you need to wrap the hamstrings even beneath, even beyond the curve of the glutei. That's really important. Okay, and also if you see the hamstrings, we generally have what are the hamstring muscles, guys? From medial to lateral, semimembranosus, semitendinosus, the long head of biceps femoris. Yeah, but biceps femoris will do, but the long head of biceps femoris. Okay, now what happens is, when the medial muscles contract, they move laterally. That's the normal way the muscles move. When the medial muscles contract, they move laterally. And when the lateral muscles contract, they tend to move. So basically, let's look at it this way. Both tend to move towards the midline. Okay? So depending upon where is the injury, you will feel in the athlete's body, ask him to flex the knee and figure out where the injury is. If the injury is more medially, you will try and push the muscle more towards the midline. That means now the muscle will not be required to make the effort to move to the midline. You are doing it for the muscle. So you are underloading the muscle. All right? So by and large, you will, if it's medial muscle, you will push it here. If it's lateral muscle, you will push it here. You will try and put both the muscle towards the midline. That's the whole idea. So it is really important when you talk about hamstring injury, which muscle? Semitendinosus or biceps femoris? Now it's a different issue that most cases we have biceps femoris injuries. Okay? But do keep this little thing in mind. All right? One, remember it goes deep into the gluteal region before it gets inserted into the ischial tuberosity. So you have to wrap much further into the gluteal fold. Two, must figure out or get a clear idea of which muscle, whether the medial muscles or the lateral muscle is affected. And depending on that, push them towards the midline. The lateral gets pushed medially and the medial gets pushed laterally. All right? So this is the key feature of, or key factor that you need to keep in mind where you when you want to. Not much of a problem because athletes are usually on the leaner side. So if I have to ask him to lift his leg and flex against the resistance, no, lift his leg. It's difficult for him with that. Okay, hold my shoulder, take the support, lift your leg, and bend. Hi. You can actually see the muscles bulking up nicely. So not much of a problem in these kind of cases. The athletes are quite unique in that sense that the muscular landmarks are pretty clearly visible. All right, so here from medial to lateral, we will expect semimembranosus, the semitendinosus, and there is a gap here. How to know? Always when you feel, you can always appreciate this gap. This gap is always clear in athletes. Okay, Hilary, lie down. Come and watch this gap in the other leg. Okay, bend your leg, Hilary. Flex your leg. Can you see this? That's the gap. So this is his biceps femoris and this is his semitendinosus. Not so difficult. Okay, go. Bend more. Okay, you see? There's easily you can feel this gap. That's the biceps femoris and the semitendinosus. Not much of a problem. Yeah, okay. Oh, tickle, then okay, I saw pain. All right, so that's those are the things you need to keep in mind. Those are the things you need to keep in mind when you want to you did this? Huh? You did this? Yeah. Eat stuff, man. Almost out of the showroom. Yeah, see how nicely he's done it? All the subsequent roles he will do it.
Go shop.
Okay. So we will consider that in most cases, not like that. What is this? So Stamford Raffles going forward. This feet up and slightly bent. This feet forward. This feet forward and slightly bent. Okay. All right. Maybe turn this side so that the light can. No. Turn this side. Yeah. Okay. Good. So we. Yeah. All right. Enough. That's good enough. Okay, so in our case, we consider that his biceps femoris is injured, which is the most commonly injured hamstring anyways. That means the lateral muscle is injured. So we will move this way. That means our movement of the roll will be this way. If it was the other way around, then our movement of the roll would have been this way. Simple? Correct or not? Okay. So we'll start in the same manner by creating that little flap. And next layer is rather straight so that the flap can be benefited from. Again, the same thing, guys. If you don't have the skill initially, don't care. Just keep moving that way. No problems. But if you got the skill, try and generate the spica. Okay, try and generate this pattern. And keep going up as much as you can. That's really important. Easy. Okay, now I don't see too much of the roll left. So this is a good enough hamstring. Where's our video guy? Okay. This is a good enough hamstring wrap. Okay. While it looks straightforward, there is some degree of knowledge to be acquired before that, right? The common muscle injury, where is the midline, okay, how to identify the semitendinosus and the biceps femoris, okay, which way your direction of wrapping should be, depending upon which way is the midline, medial or lateral, all right? Those little things should be kept in mind. And while you do this, you must also keep reminding yourself that when a muscle is injured, it bleeds. When it bleeds, it causes swelling, it causes muscle spasm, it causes pain, okay? And if the muscle is not properly compressed and relatively immobilized, any efforts of moving will lead to further aggravation of injury. And more the muscle gets injured, the more the muscle tissue is replaced by scar tissues. All right, and more the scar tissue, the greater is the loss of muscle function. So all these things should keep going through your mind as you wrap, okay?